I want you to tell me the very first thing that you see or the very first impressions that you have as you begin to understand where you are and what is happening around you.
Oh no, just don't see anything.
Tell me how it feels to be where you just are at now. Whether you see something or not doesn't matter.
I feel relaxed and I feel vibration over my body, like a little vibration, and
Mhm.
that's it.
Yes. These vibrations, can you describe how it feels, where it's felt?
Everywhere, all over my body, around my body, tingling.
The body is tingling, and as your body is tingling, something is happening. Can you see that? How how as the vibration moves, your body feels all over your body.
It
It's
feels
at
like I'm like up and
yes, this is what's happening. Your body, your light body is going up as your physical body is relaxing and goes even deeper and deeper in this state of relaxation.
I feel like waves. Kind of.
Yeah, you're feeling the waves, the wave of energy going through you.
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel like your energy?
Mm.
Or does it feel like energy coming around you?
Coming around me,
Yes. And as this energy is coming around you,
coming around me and inside of me, everywhere.
yes. And does that come along with a color or colors or another kind of sensation?
Yeah, like a color, kind of purple blue.
It's purple, blue around you. So this energy has a tone of purple, and as you get yourself wrapped into those two colors of purple and blue
And gold.
and gold, do you feel differently about each color? Does each color come with a different sensation?
Now they just go all together
Mm-hmm.
once.
It's just like a mix, a blend of colors.
Mhm.
And as you're feeling these colors, do you sense the presence of other beings around you?
Yes, but I
Yeah.
don't know who it is.
Yes, but you feel the presence, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And how do you perceive your body?
Just laying still.
So you know your mind knows that your body is laying still. But the
Yeah.
light but the light body, the one that is floating right now in that color,
Yeah.
how do you perceive that body?
It's like a light, you know,
It's like light, like energy.
like energy kind of wave.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm. It seems like it's a wonderful feeling to be there right now.
Yeah.
Hmm. And as you're there, and you know there are busy beings around you, what kind of emotion or what kind of feeling or sense do you get being next to these other beings?
I am curious who is it, but I
Mm.
don't know.
Mm-hmm. And do you feel a connection?
Yes,
Yes. So as you feel this connection, there is a reason for you to be in that place at this moment. Does that place where you're at right now or that experience feel familiar?
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's familiar, I think.
Yes, it's maybe familiar. Do you, as you, as you soak up yourself in that energy and that those warm colors of purple and blue and gold, there might be some things that come to mind. Let yourself be in touch with how you perceive yourself to be in that environment.
I think this is my family members.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah. So do you feel like this, they are spirit of your family members?
yeah,
Yeah. So in your mind and in your heart, you can welcome them and experience the emotions that come along with connecting with these loved ones. And the more you do that, the more you experience and start to feel and get a better sense of where you are in that place of this unique experience. And as you look around now, what do you see?
I don't see much. I don't know.
So, what do you see that you don't see much? Just what you see enough.
I
Let's,
just
mm,
don't don't see it. I get a feeling,
what the
like
feeling?
a
Yeah,
feeling,
it's you
not
feel
the
you.
visual.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a visual like you could see with your eyes. You have to see with your heart. You have to feel. You are a person that senses. And as you're staying in that floating situation, how does it feel through your light body?
I feel love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else? And if you,
I feel that I miss them a lot.
yes. And what if you start thinking about something you want to say to the beings around you? Maybe you can ask one of them to appear in a more visible form to you so that you can actually see with your mind's eye a visual.
Mhm.
Even if it's a little bit misty, even if it's a little bit foggy, having one of these beings show themselves up to you in a little clearer form would be such a wonderful
I
experience.
still see my mom
Yes. Your
when she
mom,
was younger,
yeah.
like
She,
on her wedding picture.
uh-huh. So she is here. Your mother is here with you today. And you can see her. She revealed herself to you from the fog of purple and blue and gold. Here appears your dear loved ones that are surrounding you at all times. And now that you have your mother with you, next to you, if you were to communicate with her, what would you say?
That I miss her and I love her.
Hmm. And if you have a question, what would you ask?
If she's watching over me,
Yeah,
but I think she is.
yeah. Just ask a question and just listen to your heart receiving the answer. What would you ask now?
If she's seeing what I'm going through and how
Mm-hmm.
hard it is for me,
Mm-hmm. And what would she tell you? Listen to her message. Her message could be ideas and thoughts coming to your mind because she would talk telepathically to you. Let's train to be telepathic now.
she would say that everything will be fine
Mm-hmm.
and just that I'm on the right path.
She tells you you're on the right path and just to relax and everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's a big deal coming from your mother, isn't it? Is there, as you have your mother with you now, is there anything else you would like to do and or say or ask?
She's saying that she's with my baby
Yeah.
and with my sister too.
Uh,
They
uh-huh.
are all together.
They're all the same soul family.
Mm.
Yeah. What an emotional moment to reconnect with them. And what a great opportunity to ask more questions or to say how much you love them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
And
get emotional.
yes, but this is a good emotion because such a chance to be able to communicate with them from the fifth dimension. And what else do you want to ask or what else do you want to say to them?
that I want to be with them, that life is hard here on earth,
Yeah. And what do they say to you in return?
that I have to be patient and yeah, and go on, and that we will meet soon to be
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. So it's not your time yet. You still have to be patient. Yes. So can you talk with your sister? You wanted to ask her how she was doing. Can you talk directly with her?
What do you mean regularly? Like,
Can you repeat?
what do you mean regularly talk with her? Like,
You can ask her the question you had. You wanted to know if she was happy on the other side.
mm,
So Anna is here with you right now. So why
yeah,
don't you think it? Why don't you ask her how happy she is on the other side?
she's happy, but she went through some healing.
Mm-hmm.
She needs some healing
She
in
needed some
love.
healing. She did some
In
healing
love.
on the other side.
Yes, and she's still receiving the healing
Yes.
because the life for her was so hard.
Yeah. So can she explain to you a little bit of how it works for her, the healing, so that you feel like there is she's all good now?
It's like she was in the healing place, like in the cocoon kind of thing. Like
Like
she
in
was, she needed, yes,
yeah, in the healing temple, like in yeah, like in this cocoon, like sort of med bed type of thing.
yes,
Uh-huh. And it regenerates the energy.
yes.
Oh, that's interesting. That's really good. So so is there can you ask them how to make this connection easier in the future?
Like to meditate and to do more meditation.
Uh-huh.
Then it could be done with the meditation, so I can meet them.
And is there a sign they could give you, like maybe a feel on the shoulder, a tap on the head, or anything that they can make a sign that they're there with you in the room when you're meditating?
They say that I will know,
You will know. They will.
just a feeling.
They give you a sign. They'll give you a sign.
Yeah,
That is wonderful. Is there more you need to know about your connection with them and how they're doing? Any question you want to ask?
I don't know.
No. So, well, you can ask that now that you know how to connect with him. You can ask that in your meditation now.
Yeah,
And what is, you can ask them, what is the best form of you understanding the messages? What is your way? What is your gift about this kind of work? How do you receive messages?
sometimes through dreams,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes just to know in my heart.
Yes.
Um,
So you are in a knowing. That's the way you receive answers, right?
right.
Answer through inner knowing. So that's going to be also the way you receive answers from your spirit guides and from your higher self.
Yes.
Okay. So inner knowing, how do you get to inner knowing?
It's just the feeling that just something tells me
Yes. So the
that
first thing
this
that
is
comes to
good.
mind, right? So it's the
Yes.
first thing that comes to mind. All right.
Yes.
So it's a very interesting and important thing to know about how you communicate with the other side, with the invisible. And as we hear now, how do you perceive your environment now as a light body?
It's just knowing.
Just
You know?
knowing. Yes. And as we are just in that knowing place, can we call on your spirit guides to appear to you?
Yes.
So we can say goodbye to your soul family for now and thank them for showing up. And as they're receding, we just want to welcome your spirit guides, your spirit team,
Yes.
calling on your on Yolanta's spirit team to appear to her in any shape or form. Yolanta, as they
Yes.
do so, what do you perceive your environment to be? Do you perceive anything, a presence next to you?
Maybe that's funny, but I see my new dog.
You see your new what?
New dog.
New dog. So your
Yeah.
new dog, you it's a very good. What's his name?
Charlie.
Charlie. Charlie. This the essence, the energy of Charlie is present in this session.
Yes. I
Okay.
just, I
So
just, I just had like a flash of seeing him.
so let's welcome the essence of Charlie. Maybe we can communicate with the essence of Charlie. Charlie is all energy. Charlie is an energy that is connected and chose you in this lifetime. And maybe Charlie is showing up because he has a message for you. Maybe he's your guide on earth.
Yeah.
Yes. What does he say? What is your inner knowing telling you?
If he's gonna protect me and be with me and guide me, and yeah, then he's saying you're never gonna be alone. Gonna be with you.
You're never going to be alone because Charlie's going to guide and be with you and take care of you. This is a wonderful news. Have you ever thought about that?
I thought about this that I'm gonna get another dog, but it's gonna be hard. But something was telling me that to go for it,
Yes.
and it's not easy now. But it's just I know he's special.
Charlie is a special being. He just came for you. Yeah. And that's why he always wants to be playful around you, cheer you up.
And he looks like an angel. He's like white, and his eyes are like light green, yellow light green, like it's light colors. Something special about him.
What a wonderful realization that actually Charlie is one of your guides.
I
Wow.
don't know, but it's just something special about him.
Yeah. But we have also guides on earth manifested.
Yeah,
So yeah, and they come and go. It's not necessarily the whole lifetime. So
yeah,
Charlie has showed up in your life now because you still have some time to go in this earth. As your
yeah.
as your soul family told you, you have to be patient. You still have some living to do. And then you are not alone. You have Charlie to support you.
And I know I'm helping people, and I am healer in some way.
Oh, so now you
Like,
know
yeah,
your current mission, your inner mission is showing to you.
yeah,
Okay.
and that's what I knew all the time. Something like just seems like weird, but I think I have
Uh-huh.
mission like healing.
Yes. All right. So as we're getting to sense your spirit guides are there supporting you, giving you a lot of insight right now. It's very busy, very a lot of insight coming in. So, is there a way you can ask them to appear to you or to identify themselves to you in your inner knowing? Can you identify a number of presence of beings with you?
I think like my mom is also my
It's also one
spirit
of your
guide,
guide. Yeah. So you already know a couple of your guides.
and I know like my friend Lydia, who's alive still. She's just
She's a
somebody very special.
she's a guide on earth. She's one of your angels on
Yeah,
earth. Yes. So
yes.
uh-huh.
And I think I am also helping her too. Like
Mm-hmm.
are we both need each other.
Yes. And as we're doing this communication right now, we would like to know if we could proceed to move forward to explore either a different place, a different time, to see if you can learn something in this current life through your past experiences. Are we ready to move on, or do we still want to stay where you are right now?
I would like to move on.
All right. So now let's leave that scene and let's move on to another appropriate time and place that has information that you need. Yes, now you are now at another time and place. What do you feel? What is happening?
I don't know. I still feel vibrations, especially in my hands.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Focus on this vibration in your hands. Stay with this vibration in your hands. And the more you feel the vibration in your hand, the more you realize that something has to do with what you're doing right now in this experience, in this other place, another time. It's coming to you slowly through this vibration. Vibration is also energy, energy is also thought. What comes to you now?
That I am helping also my boyfriends to go through his hard experiences in life.
Yes. Just
That
as you do that, can you realize that it is a reason somewhere for that? Can you go back and travel back to where it started with this person? With Shane? Shane, is this the first encounter with Shane?
I've seen him in my dreams, and when it's like I feel like kind of manifested him when I really wanted real love and real relationship. I was meditating and I've seen his face.
Yes. So you seen his face before you met him.
Hmm.
Yes. So let's try to let your conscious mind take the back seat now, and we gonna let your subconscious guide you to where you first connected with Shane before, as you knew him before. You were just trying to find him again. So let's travel back and in your memory bank of your past experience with Shane, and that brings you to that experience today. We're traveling back and back and back to that first encounter with Shane before you meet him now. When was the first time you met with Shane?
Looks like it was long, long time ago. I see
Mm-hmm.
old-fashioned clothing,
Yes,
hats,
yes. And as you look at this clothing, can you describe the clothing of Shane?
longer coats,
Mm-hmm.
uh, hats, like from 1800s or 1900s. Really nice.
Yes, yes. And do you see yourself, what you're wearing?
And I'm wearing a blue dress
Mm-hmm.
with the white
Blue and
lace.
mm-hmm. Beautiful.
I have a kind of bonnet or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And how is the environment around you? Can you describe what you see? Are you outside or inside a place?
You're outside.
Mm-hmm.
We are on some kind of function,
Mm-hmm.
courses.
In a function outside.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Do you see other people around?
Yes, there's other people around.
And do you see any carriage or any type of transportation around you?
See carriage and I see horses.
There are horses, okay. And where are
But
you? Where are you exactly? What do you see exactly around you in terms of the location?
like in some kind of garden.
Mm-hmm. So you're on the grass?
Yes, on the
Yeah.
grass,
On the lawn. Okay.
on the lawn, and
And
nice. manicured lawn.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I
And
think it's like European.
it's a European garden? Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And what is happening?
We're talking,
Mm-hmm.
laughing.
Yes. So it's a garden party?
Yes.
Yes. And who is Shane?
Uh, I think he's someone from the army or some kind of
Mm-hmm.
soldier or
Yeah.
someone like
Yeah.
being there.
Is that the first time you meet him?
Yes.
Yes. How old are you? Are you young?
I'm, I'm young. I'm like around 26, 7,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a bit older.
Mm-hmm.
Just our eyes just met, and there is something between us immediately.
Yes.
Connection.
So there's some kind of love at first sight?
Yes.
Some kind of connection then?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
like we
mm,
just met for the first time.
yeah, huh.
This function.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm making this up. I just
No, just no, just stay
yeah.
with it. Just enjoy. Enjoy being there, wearing this beautiful dress, meeting Shane and this attire. And as you enjoy this garden party, how does it unfold? Tell me more.
He's on the horse, and then he see me. I'm just sitting having a tea
Mm-hmm.
with some people. He
Yes.
just comes down and
Uh-huh.
introduces himself, and we
Yes.
just start talking.
Uh-huh.
Mm, just invite me to go for a walk,
Yes.
and just I put my, just kind of my hands, and
Mm.
we just walk, and it's really good.
It feels good.
And it's the sun is shining.
Uh-huh.
There is immediate connection between us.
Okay. So it's the end of the garden party. So how do you make arrangements to meet again?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, we both wanna to know each other and to meet again.
Okay. So now you can comfortably leave that scene and move forward to the next important day in this life. A day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have moved now forward to an important day in that life. What is happening? What do you perceive to be?
He says that he has to go for a war or something.
Uh-huh. Yes. And so you have been dating for a while, have you?
Yeah,
Yes.
not long. Then he said he has to go. and I'm scared that he's never gonna come back.
Yeah. Are you married with him?
No,
No,
not yet.
not yet. Okay. So, what happens next?
He goes for a war and he sends letters and we communicate through the letters, love letters.
Mhm. How long does that last?
Like 6 months.
Uh-huh.
And then I got the news that something happened to him,
Yes.
that he was killed.
Uh-huh. Yes.
And it's just so horrible for me.
You feel so sad. Mm-hmm. So now let's leave that scene and let's move forward to another important day in that life. A day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have now moved forward to an important day. What is happening?
I just was so in grief, so I just took some powders, sleeping powders, and I just killed myself. I
So,
can't,
so you,
I
so
couldn't take it
you
being.
couldn't take it. So you took powders, sleeping powders that put you to sleep for, and okay. So you see yourself taking the powder,
Hmm.
and what happens? How do you feel? You're just gonna be as an observer. You will not have any physical sensation, so you can talk about it. What is happening on the last day of your life as you took the powder?
On bed, I'm on bed,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just sleeping,
You're
sleeping,
just falling
sleeping.
asleep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's
And now, whatever happened has already happened, and you are on the other side of it.
mm,
From that position, you can look back at the entire life and see it from a different perspective. Every life has a lesson and a purpose. As you look at this life, what did you learn from it?
I learned love and I learned disappointment and hurt.
Mm-hmm. What do you think was the purpose of that lifetime?
Not sure.
Yes. And as you are on the other side now, can you meet the Shane of that lifetime?
I would love to.
Okay, now that you're both on the other side, you can re- you can get back together. And
Mm,
is the you from that lifetime joining again with the Shane of that lifetime?
yes.
Yes.
We meet and we hold hands.
Yes. How does it feel to be reunited on the other side?
It feels wonderful.
Uh-huh. And as you are there on the other side, reunited, and you prepare to coming back to the next lifetime, is there any preparation involved?
No,
No. Do you make any plans together?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Just probably the feeling that we're gonna meet again.
the feeling that you're gonna meet again. So, yes, okay. Some let's move away from that scene and leaving that person there to continue on their own path. You can move either forward or backward to find another appropriate time and place that has information that you need. You are now at another time and place. What do you see? What is happening?
Um, I see like a kind of pioneer woman,
Yes, yes. And
uh,
how is their surroundings?
like a prairie,
Mm-hmm.
similar to the little house on the prairie.
Oh, the
Um,
hill. Yeah.
yes, and there is a yeah, like a little wooden house.
Uh-huh. Is she wearing can you describe what she's wearing?
Yes, long skirt
Mm-hmm.
and a blue blouse.
Mm-hmm.
The hair is in the bun.
Mm-hmm. And do you know her name?
Lucy,
Lucy?
maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. And as Lucy is moving around, what is she doing?
She's working in the kitchen,
Uh-huh.
cooking,
Can you describe the kitchen to me?
just like old-fashioned kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
wooden stove,
Yeah.
just a small house.
Mm-hmm.
There's horses outside
Yes.
and some chickens too.
Mm-hmm. And she's preparing a meal?
Yeah,
Yeah. She's preparing a meal for how many people?
or her husband and 2 kids.
Two kids. Do you see the kids around?
They are at school now.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's 2 boys.
Two boys. Uh-huh. And what does the husband do?
Working in the fields. He's a
Mm-hmm.
farmer.
Yes.
Grain.
Mm-hmm. He's growing grain. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Grain and corn.
Yes. And
The
now,
hard,
uh-huh.
hard work. Hard work.
Hard work. And okay.
Hard work. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're moving towards the mealtime when everybody is home now. What did she prepare for dinner?
Fried chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Fried chicken and potatoes and some beans.
Yes.
And
Can you describe the husband?
mm, husband is tall.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing like overalls.
Yes.
And he's got blonde hair and
Yeah.
blue eyes.
Mm-hmm. And when you look in his eyes, do you recognize anybody from the current lifetime?
Kind of look like my son. The
Mm.
eyes.
Yes. So it might be your son? Mm-hmm. And what is his name?
Um, Eric.
Eric. So it's Lucy and Eric, and what is their last name?
Macmillan.
Macmillan. Mm-hmm.
uh,
And where do they live? What?
I think it's Scotland.
Scotland? That's okay. So your inner knowing thing makes you think they're coming from Scotland. They are from Scotland.
Hmm.
And when you look at the kids, do you recognize anybody as in your kids?
Not really.
No. Okay, so now let's leave that scene and let's move forward to an important day in that lifetime in Scotland, a day that you consider to be important where something is happening. We have now moved forward to an important day. What is happening? What do you see?
I don't see much.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah. Is if you don't see much, but what comes to mind to you about this lifetime now? as a significant moment, an important moment in that life. Still trusting your inner knowing.
It was a simple life,
Mm-hmm.
a happy life,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't need much.
You didn't need much in that life. It was just a
Yeah,
simple life. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's now leave that scene and move forward to the last day of this life we're looking at. You can watch it as an observer if you want to. So we have gone forward to the last day of your life in this lifetime. We are watching. What is happening?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right.
Mm,
So let's move away from that scene now, leaving Lucy to continue on her own path. You can move either forward or backward to find another appropriate time and place that has information that you need today. You are now at another time and place. What do you see? What is happening?
I see myself like as as an energy floating,
Yes.
floating like in the sky in the
Mhm.
galaxy. I don't know.
Yes, yes. And as you're floating in the sky as an energy, how do you feel about this experience of being?
Oh, I feel wonderful.
Hmm.
I feel free.
Free.
I
And
feel like this is my home.
yes, that's your home. And do you know which galaxy is your home? Which?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I know it's beautiful and it's
Mm,
colorful lights, and I can do whatever I want. I can be anything I want.
yes. And as you're enjoying these colors and this freedom, what comes to mind about your purpose?
Like watch over and kind of heal in a way, like a healer, but in different way.
Yes. Who are you? What are you attending to? Are you attending to things or to beings? What kind of being are you attending to?
Animals
Animals. Animals on a specific constellation, specific planet?
on Earth.
Hmm. Okay, and how do you help those animals? How do you attend to them?
I just connect with them and guide them, give them love and assurance,
Hmm. What kind of being are you?
like a light being, like
Yes,
from the
like a.
stars.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, can you go to an important um, day or moment in this life where where something is happening, where you do something very important. We ha- we have moved now forward to an important event in that life of attending to animals. What is happening?
I see horses.
Mm-hmm.
I see native Indians.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of fighting like a war,
Yes.
and the horses are killed
Yes.
and people are killed.
Mm-hmm.
And I help to transition them.
You help to transition the horses.
Hmm.
Yes. Where do you take them?
I take them to the special place for healing,
Mm-hmm.
and then when they are healed, they can run on pastures, be happy,
Yeah.
free.
Yes.
They are like also almost like flying horses, like Pegasus, like they can just be so happy.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Yeah.
That's
You.
what came to my mind.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Maybe it doesn't make sense, but there's
Yeah, but that's what came to your mind, and that's what it is.
yes,
Yes, because you cannot. There are so many possibilities, but that's the one that comes to mind. That is the truth. That's your truth. That's what it is. You should let stop doubting yourself because you have the gift of inner knowing. And we know that your loved ones and your spirit guides told you there is this inner knowing. And as the more you do this, the more you explore, the more you become aware of this gift, and the easier it is for you to see from the heart, to sense, to know. And as we do so, we can now drift away from that life as a guide for animals. We're drifting and floating away from that life as a light being, there to continue letting let it continue on its own journey. We also leave Lucy to live on her own journey, and the other young woman from the 1800s to live on her own journey. They will all find peace. They will all find what they're supposed to find. We're leaving them there to continue on their own journeys, respective journeys. They will find peace. They will find what they're supposed to find. We're leaving them there to continue on their own paths. Now I want all of the consciousness and personality of Yolanta to once again return to the body and fully integrate back into the body. May I speak to Yolanta's subconscious, please?
yes, yes.
I have permission to speak to Yolanta's subconscious.
Yes.
I respect the power of the subconscious because I know that the subconscious takes care of Yolanta's body and does a very good job of it. I also know that the subconscious has the records of everything that has ever happened to Yolanta in this lifetime and all the other lifetimes she's ever lived. So I respect the power of the subconscious and I always ask for permission to speak to it and ask questions. Do I have permission to ask questions?
Yes.
Yes, I know that the subconscious could have brought forth many different lifetimes for Yolanta to see today. You chose to bring first forward this life over in the 1800s. Why did you pick that lifetime?
Because it connects me to Shane, the man I am
Yes,
right now.
yes. So what does it have to do with that, the life she has with Shane right now?
Because it feels like I met him before,
Mm-hmm.
and it's completely different than any other relationship I have.
Yes.
I can feel his love is genuine.
Mm-hmm. And does it feel like you've known him before?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like this unique connection.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, subconscious, for giving Yolanta the opportunity to see that she was already connected to Shane in a previous life. Is Shane the right one for her?
Yes,
Yes.
but she's doubting because
Yes.
she went through lots of heartache.
Yes.
She's doubting his, and she's afraid that something's gonna happen bad, and she's
Mm.
gonna suffer again, and she
Do
doesn't want it
yeah, can you explain to her why she's feeling like that? Subconscious?
because she had to go through those hard lessons
Mm-hmm.
with the other relationships, and just
Does
and
this
just
yeah, does this the first life they had together, she had to lose Shane to war. Is there a reason for her to live the same experience, to have the same lesson in this lifetime?
no, this lifetime is different,
Mm-hmm.
different, different
So is
circumstances.
mm-hmm.
It's like she has to rescue him from his relationship, his bad marriage, and his uh, heartache, and let him believe that he is worth and he is a good man
Mm.
because he didn't believe himself he is what
the,
he
sh-
is.
the Shane of today?
Yes,
Yes. So what is the purpose of their life together? What is Yolanda's mission for her relationship with Shane right now?
they both need each other. They both went through lots of pain and trauma,
Mm-hmm.
and it's healing time now. And it's time to live and enjoy it
Okay,
and be
that's
happy.
beautiful. That's beautiful for them to know. And now I would like to ask you, what was the purpose of seeing the life of Lucy Macmillan?
Can you can you repeat the question?
What was the purpose, subconscious? You brought that life of Lucy Macmillan, the farmers in the prairie. What was why did you pick that lifetime for Yolanta to see?
Just to show her that you don't need much things, and to be happy that you can lead very simple life with very little
Mm-hmm.
and be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Now the world is like everything is about money, possessions, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't need that to be happy. You can have simple little things and be happy.
Yes, wonderful. It's a very important lesson for us these days.
Yes,
Detached from material things.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't take it with you. It's just, it's important in some way, but it's not like some people think it's everything, you know, power and money. And that's not the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, I see. And then lastly, you gave Yolanta the opportunity to experience herself as a light being attending to animals. Why did you pick up that lifetime?
Because I feel like I've connected to animals in this lifetime. I just have this connection. I
Mm,
just, I don't know, when I see like the scenes or some even stories when animal abuse and dogs and animals, it just shake me to the core. It's just, it's
mm-hmm,
even more than human suffering. I don't know why, but it's so bad.
mm-hmm.
Cannot explain. So maybe that's why.
So subconscious, you wanted to for Yolanta to know that she was actually a spirit guide for animals in the past
Yes,
life.
yes.
Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Now, subconscious, can I ask you to perform a body scan of Yolanta's body?
Yes.
Yes. And as you start the body scan, what first part of the body you want to pay attention to? That you want to say there's something. What do you see?
Eyes.
Okay, what's happening with her eyes? What is the issue with her eyes?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I am actually not asking Yolanta's conscious mind to answer. I'm trying to get the answer from the subconscious that actually knows what it is happening. So we're gonna just ask the conscious mind to step aside and listen because it also wants to know. We all want to know. Yolanta's conscious mind, my conscious mind, we'd like to know what is causing Yolanta's issues with her eyes. So let's just create that space for the subconscious to tell us what it is about by just letting surface this inner knowing, this guidance coming from the subconscious. So, subconscious, tell us what is the source of Yolanta's issue with her eyes?
It's like the pressure in the world to be perfect,
Mm-hmm.
look perfect, and
Yes.
act perfect
Mm-hmm.
in a certain way. And if you don't, it's just not acceptable.
Yes. So not having perfect vision has to do to accept the imperfection of life
Yes,
and as Yolanta becomes aware of the imperfections of life, would those issues with her eyes be completely moot, useless? She would receive the message.
yeah,
So maybe now today we can tell Yolanta from her heart that there's to give up in perfection or the seeking of perfection right
yeah,
this minute.
yes.
That perfection doesn't exist
It
and this,
doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't exist in this three-dimensional world.
Yes,
So subconscious, Yolanta is aware of the imperfections. So maybe she doesn't need her vision to be clouded with imperfection. Could you
Yeah.
then remove this imperfection in our vision?
Yes,
Yes. Could we do that today? Would that be a possibility that you would consider to remove that today from our eyes?
I will definitely try.
Yes. And as we think about that subconscious, what does it take? What more does it take for this imperfection in our vision to go away?
She can tolerate them and don't see them in her mind and
Mm-hmm.
live with them, and she can try it into the meditation
Mm-hmm.
so they will go away and she
Yeah.
won't focus on them anymore.
Yes. And as we're sitting here now in this session, subconscious, how would you do about dissolving this liquid right now? The liquid that causes the trouble in the vision. How would you
Just,
dissolve it now?
just try to visualize the perfect clear vision
Mm-hmm.
and just dissolve it, and
Mm-hmm.
through the meditation try to heal itself.
Yes, and at the same time, today, right now, could we imagine at this moment a bright light, white light, beam of light zooming on these liquids that needs to be dissolved?
Yes,
And as these beam of light start touching all these imperfections in our eye structure, each of these unwanted liquid is dissolving and absorbed by this white light. Could we do that now? Like a laser surgery?
yes,
Yes. Could you subconscious direct the beam where it needs to go? Could you help us with that, subconscious? Slowly letting go of all the conscious mind limitations, we are inviting the subconscious to use its ability to see deep within the body, to aim that white beam of light from source, to dissolve at this moment all unwanted debris and liquids and gel from the eye structure at this moment, and giving the ability for Yolanta to meditate at keeping that state of clarity, that creating a clear vision, clarity of vision, accepting to see clearly imperfections of this world through a perfect vision. And so be it. And as we do this, subconscious, could you continue to do the body scan and tell me what other part of the body you want to focus on?
my brain, my depression,
Okay. Subconscious. Is depression in the brain or is depression in the heart?
the heart.
Okay. So let's translate that attention from the crown or third eye chakra to the heart chakra. What's happening in the heart chakra right now?
a little bit of confusion.
Confusion? What causes confusion in the heart chakra? How is the energy level in there?
Going through extremes from high to low.
Okay. So, what if we focus right now our attention to the spinning wheel of the heart chakra, and we can bring a beam of green light, a green light, a light green light beam hitting the heart chakra at this
Mm.
moment. And as this beam of light from source with a tint of green hit the heart chakra starts to spin again at the pace that brings balance and peace and calm and serenity, leveling the emotions, bringing joy. Can you help us, subconscious, to achieve this result today?
Yes.
Yes. And what do you see, subconscious, happening right now?
See my heart more happy, more content.
Yes.
My heart is big and can give so much love to others.
Yes. And as you do that, could you explain to us why was depression so present in her life, so in this lifetime?
I think because she was misunderstood a lot of times.
Mm-hmm. So depression sort of has a purpose for her. What kind of purpose is it?
Because she's an empath and she's taking on lots of pain from others and
Mm-hmm.
sense the energy
Yeah. So she's speaking on the pain and the pain of others then.
a lot of times.
Yes. A lot of times then that pain and that depression is not hers.
A lot of times, yes.
So how to protect her as an empath from experiencing that pain from others?
Try to look in her heart,
What did you say?
to try to look into her heart
Uh-huh.
that which that some of the trauma and pain is not hers
Yes.
and just don't take it in, just protect herself from bad energies
Yes. Can you
and bad
give
thoughts.
uh-huh. Can you give her a way to actually encapsulate that pain that she identifies as not hers and process it, transmute it into love? Can you show her that?
Yes, and I think it's through the meditation that's the best way to do it.
Yes.
To get in touch with herself, higher self, and
Mm-hmm.
just leave all the trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And
You gave her to see, I remember in the treasure chest, those rose quartz in the shape of hearts.
yeah.
Um, is there a way you would tell her how to use crystals to help her in her work?
Just like she did many times through the meditation, she was holding the rock, the
Mm-hmm.
crystal in
Mm-hmm.
her hands.
And
and kind of the energy. It
mhm,
helped a lot through the meditation too.
mhm. So she could actually capture the emotion through the rock
Yes.
and transmute it into love.
Yes.
Yes. And how many times does she need to clean her rocks? How often?
In, what do
How
you mean to clean?
well, if she gets into the rocks, in the crystals, if she captures the negative emotions from other people to remove that from her and transmute it, there is some debris that could go in the crystals. Is that right?
Right.
How does she clean the crystals then? How can she clean rose quartz? How often and
She
how?
can use she can use the white sage.
The white sage, so she can sage the crystals.
She can sage the crystals. And
Okay.
also she can put the crystals in the direct sun.
All right. So she should do that how often?
She should do that every time she meditates and use the rock after that
Mm-hmm. Okay.
to clear all the
Mm-hmm.
bad energies which were accumulating in the rock.
And how could she protect her body too?
She should surround herself with the white light,
Yes. Very good. Very good. So she would
loving light.
like a bubble of white light around her when she does her meditation, and all the time, or just when she does them
Yes.
all the time? Okay.
Just before the meditation.
Just before the meditation. Okay. So, what is Yolanta's purpose in life?
Healing,
Healing. So, she's a healer.
nurturing,
So, her current,
healer,
okay. So, what is her current mission in particular right now?
healer,
Hmm?
healer.
Healer. So, how can she perform a mission? What steps does she need to take to perform a mission?
Do lots of meditation and do lots of spiritual work and learn as she's doing now, but do it more
Mm-hmm.
because she's not always consistent enough.
Yes. But yeah, thank you for this insight, subconscious. But what kind of healing technique is hers?
I think it's through the information she's giving other people and through talking and through showing her love.
Okay. So through talk and sharing. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So what is the next step in her life?
You should put everything back, like put behind her all the traumas and just concentrate on the life now
Mm-hmm.
and fulfilled her dream of being like a healer and the passion for all spiritual work and to discover her abilities because she's very sensitive
Yeah.
and she's
She
doubting herself a lot.
yes. Yes. So she has the inner knowing gift of inner knowing. What other gifts does she have?
She's very sensitive. She can sense things.
Yes, so she can actually, as an empath, she can actually, his psychic, right?
Yes, but she needs to develop because she's got some doubts about it.
Mm-hmm.
But she's very sensitive since she was a child.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was looking at her like, what are you talking about? And her beliefs and thinking she's crazy.
Yeah.
And she was, and now she's more, was always like that all her life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now
So,
she's like developing more, it's getting more out.
is there any tools she can use that would help her?
Meditation, crystals.
Uh-huh. And for reading, can she do readings? Would she, could she do readings for people?
She could, but it will take time to kind of master this.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, no doubting herself.
Uh-huh. Can you give her a tool that would be useful for her, like a pendulum or the cards, or maybe pendulum is easier, no?
Pendulum is easier, yes.
Yeah, because she doesn't need to learn the meaning of the cards. But and could she see in a crystal ball?
Maybe not a crystal ball,
No.
but
Oh,
just
in a cup of water?
maybe water, yes.
Yes, in water.
That's something water. Water. She was doing the water like a. She
Mm,
was reading to the two, like a cup manifestation, and but it seems like kind of silly for her.
yeah.
But I think that's a good thing to start.
Yes.
Yes,
I think there's something that comes up here that I mean, from my guides, that she needs to work with water.
yes.
There's something about water. Maybe she should drink more water too. I don't know, because water is conduction. It conducts. It's a conductor.
Oh yes, she needs to drink more water for
Yeah,
sure. That's the
yeah,
way. Yes,
yeah. She needs to drink
and
more
for her
water.
health, even for her health.
Uh-huh. Okay. There's something with water that comes up.
Water.
Yeah. It seems to me that's what, because the question about the medium to do her work and her healing, there's something about water. I don't know what it is, but she might need to explore. Could you tell us more about that subconscious, or do you have any insight to share with us?
I think definitely the water will be the thing to do. To
Mm-hmm.
try to explore
Mm-hmm.
techniques and just to practice and just. I know that she can manifest things, but she needs to do more work
Yeah.
and do more inner work and just
Mm-hmm.
concentrate on this more.
Yes. Have we made any progress with this session in terms of inner work?
So yes, I feel it's good.
Mm-hmm. Can
I
you,
feel
yeah, can you tell her, subconscious, what is her galactic family?
you know something with it's called with the A. Mm,
Something A that starts
something.
with an A?
Yes.
Andromedan?
Oh
Arcturian?
yes, Acturian. It's
Arcturian. And what is our current vibrational frequency?
not sure.
What number comes to mind?
7.
Is this the higher self? level, the or the Arcturian frequency.
higher self, higher self,
Uh-huh.
7
Yeah. And on the earth right now, is she in the third, the fourth, the fifth? Where is she?
is between 4 and 5.
She's between
More,
four.
more fifth.
Yes. What can she do
That
to
is
raise her vibration even more on earth right now in this lifetime?
through the meditation,
Mm-hmm.
yoga,
Yes.
spiritual crystals, all
Mm-hmm.
that works to
Yes.
just expand and
Expand.
do the work she was doing, but in more, more, more.
Uh-huh. All right. So you're giving her some work to do. Mm-hmm. Now, is there anything she needs to know more about a galactic family?
She's definitely connected to the stars, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And now, going back to this life on this earth, is there anything Yolanta needs to understand about her relationship with Walter?
It was a good marriage, but it's just we just need to learn, both of us. We just need to learn lots of lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And we do need to we needed to raise our kids,
Yeah.
and then when kids are left the nest,
Mm-hmm.
just our just way just parted, and we need to do our things,
Mm-hmm.
because Walter was opposite in a way of spirituality,
Yes.
very not negative, but he wasn't sharing her interest at all, and was
Yes.
in a way stopping her because he didn't accept like her beliefs. Or
Oh yeah. So she needed so Yolanta needed that space on her own to grow her spiritual practice.
yes, that's
Yeah.
what she needed, and she was okay when he was always away. But
Yes.
when he was at home all the time and they were interacting, he didn't understand her in that
Yeah.
way. She
Mm-hmm.
she really didn't like it. She just wanted someone who understands or try to
Mm-hmm.
kind of have respect for her beliefs.
And is she's finding that with Shane now?
Yes.
That's beautiful. So that's really the.
Shane is not maybe that much into it, but he respects it, and he's very, very sympathetic and
Mm-hmm.
supports her
Yeah.
in her.
That's beautiful. That's and what was the reason why Yolanta met Manuel in her life?
It's mostly to get transition through the marriage,
Ah.
but she knew from the beginning that the relationship wouldn't didn't make too much sense, but it was also the big connection and lots of heartache. It was a long distance relationship
Mm-hmm.
and a big age difference, but it felt like on some level they were connected so much, but in the real reality it wouldn't work at all.
Yeah. Were they connected from a previous life?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So he was helping her to connect to get familiar with a relationship in this present life with somebody else. It was a preparation phase.
Yes, and the same thing for him.
The same thing for him.
He was also in a marriage which was really bad, and
Mm-hmm.
we both met this moment to
Mm-hmm.
help each other. But it was in this on this earth, it didn't work out for us this time.
Yeah.
But the connection was so strong,
Mm-hmm.
it lasted for a few years, and it
Yeah.
was, yeah, there was like big connection, but it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Just the circumstances in life uh, didn't allow us to be together.
Mm-hmm. I see. But that was useful. That was an important phase of her
But
life.
it was very hard. It was very, very hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I know now it's okay.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else that Yolanda needs to understand about her relationships, romantic relationships?
Uh, every relationship has a purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe it seems it was bad times and mostly good times, but also
Mm-hmm.
very hard lessons. Or like that love sometimes could be very, very hurtful,
Yeah.
but on the other side, there is a reason for it,
Mm-hmm.
and that she had to go through this. She had to.
Yeah. So now she is with Shane now. So now is there for her the prospect of relaxing in that relationship now that she's learned enough hardship through relationships in this
Yes,
lifetime? Yeah.
it's time for both of them to enjoy and be happy,
Yeah. And
and
take it.
finally to
Yeah.
get to terms that everything was for a reason, and then we have to go on and just, yeah, just continue.
That's great. So hopefully Yolanta can communicate with Shane and Shane with Yolanta in a way that they are on the same page with this.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Um, why did Yolanta meet Sophie today?
because they are like a soul sisters.
Mm-hmm.
There is no coincidence. Yolanta wasn't really searching for Sophie or for this session at all. She just asked the question on the group
Mm-hmm.
where like-minded people are, and then the Sophie just show her love and her light
Mm-hmm.
and her beautiful smile and just something about Sophie.
Mm-hmm. Well, it seems like you were able to actually receive all the answers you wanted today. Is there anything subconscious that you want to share with Yolanta today? For that would be great for her to know that we didn't ask.
Just to be patient and do her work, and then everything will fall into place. And just don't doubt herself, and just believe that, no, that everything will be fine and it's on the right path.
She has been told like more than once today that she's on the right path by her mother, by her loved ones, and by you now, subconscious. So she should get a lot of encouragement from listening to this session after we're done
Yeah.
with it.
Yes.
That's beautiful. We thank you so much, subconscious, for all this input. And any message you want to give me now, or do you think I'm going to need to accompany Yolanta even further in this path?
I think it will be good to have connection for both of you, but I think the session was very good success.
That's beautiful. It's nice. It's good to hear that she could work with what she's got, what she's received today, and use her meditation practice to pursue with her healing, as it is very important to continue with that. Do you agree with me, subconscious?
Yes, I agree.
Any other tips you want to give Yolanta before we say goodbye?
Just to continue her work and don't doubt herself,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, and everything will fall into place. Just don't give up.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much, subconscious, for these kind words. Um, Now I'm asking the subconscious to receive to where it belongs with much love and much thanks for the help and information it has been giving Yolanta today. I know she's really going to appreciate it.